I am about to show you a no-skill strategy to defeat the Great Hog in this latest Lost Legends The Crucible. So further ado, let's begin. It took me like 9 to 10 tries to figure this thing out, but now it is completely worth it. So basically, the first chamber, it's really simple. You have a sword which can damage the mini boss. Now you can damage the mini boss. So once you cross that place, you can just go in and hit the first one. Just play aggressive, like, you can just take out the mobs like it was nothing. Focus on getting rid of the hoglins and you're gonna be alright. Once you clear a chamber, you're gonna earn 150 lapis and 1 prismarine, which can make you build stuff. But the trick is over here. First of all, you're gonna go near the elite warrior hut, spawn summon, and then die. Just jump off and die. Yep, you heard me right. That's gonna get yourself 150 of the lapis, which can help you in getting more of these illagers, which can help you out a ton, of course. So then basically remove the illager hut again, then you can just spawn in back in, just because of the reason once you like spawn a mob from a particular spawner, it cannot be used, so you just have to recreate it again, so you're just gonna break it, spawn them again, and then break it again, and then just die again. After that move, you're gonna get yourself more of the lapis, which is 150. Doesn't seem too much, but trust me. Then you have the illagers right there. Make sure you don't get all of those illagers to that too. But at chamber 2, you're gonna lead all of the illagers around the front side of the piglin pit and keep them there. And you're gonna take out the mobs which are at the back side, and you're just gonna try your best to take out as many mobs as possible. And the bomb piglin is not that threatful in here, so it's also good. There are going to be 3 waves of piglin pits, so make sure you take care of that. Once you have done that, chamber rewards will be given, and over here you're going to get yourself the zombie spawner. Spawn zombie, get rid of the entire thing, and then make 1 more illager hut or the elite warrior hut. Spawn them in, remove the entire hut, and then you're just gonna make your way to the chamber 3, which you're gonna make all of the mobs aggro on that piglin brute, the big guy, the big piglin brute, the mini boss. Yes, you're gonna make all of your mobs attack him, and your work is to take out the small mobs, and if you can do that well, you will be able to clear this floor. Until you do this, you should be around 26 to 25 minutes. Once you have done this, you're gonna get more rewards. Do not use the mossy golem at all. Like, it was a misclick that I actually spawned this in, so you don't need to focus on that too much. But yes, once this is done, get yourself some more brute force, I mean the illagers, like elite warriors, whatever you call them. Then just haha, you know it. Once that done perfectly, you're gonna spawn in back again, but this time you have 450 lapis, which is even more better. Now you're just gonna rally your way to this place and get all of the mobs like ready to fight, then make your way to the chamber 4, which has pretty threatening mobs. Make all of the mobs focus the one and only the magma lava launcher. And yes, I forgot to mention that before you go for the chamber 4, get yourself the grindstone golems, so you're gonna use every single one of the mobs you have to attack those, and make sure you take care that the mobs are not stuck at the bridge. Like when you tell the mobs to attack a specific mob, they should not be stuck at the bridge, because that normally happens with me. And these building piglins, I guess, don't focus on them just yet. If it's on some kind of building, just break that building and you're gonna be alright. taking out the normal of those that Bastion Brute mini boss, and then going for the rolling mini boss will be a lot more better. Then you're just gonna spawn in the plank golems or zombies and elite warriors hut. Get rid of the plank golems, plank golems spawner, and keep these two, as it's gonna help you out in the future of this, further in, you will see it. Okay, then spawn grindstone golem. You should have around 90 to 100 amount of mobs, and then you're gonna die again, respawn again. But this time when you respawn, you will be having even more of the stuff. So you get the point. You're gonna get these mobs. There gonna be a lot of mobs around you. Okay, and now it's time for you to go for chamber 5, which is a lot more simpler and easier, but a lot more unnecessary and chaotic. So basically you just need to make all of the mobs you have, every single one of them, completely dedicated to attacking that lava launcher or the big piglin of the mini boss of Horde of the Spore, which I actually really hate. So just get rid of it first of all. Get rid of the other mobs when you can, but if you have few mobs free, you can think that the amount of mobs on the map right now can handle other mobs. Make sure you just start making your mobs focus the actual the building piglin, so they cannot make much of the buildings. And if they cannot do that, it's going to be a lot more easier for you, as much simpler for you. And once you do that, all of that correctly, you will be able to complete this entire thing. And now it's time for you to get yourself the one and only, no, it's not skeletons, yes, it is absolutely the elite warriors. Yes, I believe in brute power. You need strategy, no one needs that. You just need a brute power, and that's gonna be leading us to chamber 6, where you're gonna make all of the mobs you have completely focus the rolling piglins. Just kill them before they could do anything. Just trust me, it's gonna work out really well. And once those two are out, you can just get few of those of your mobs around the place, just by the fact that you can just take those rolling piglins out a lot more simpler than the other mobs with this thing. So you can, but there is one thing, which is you need to constantly tell your mobs that you have to attack this and this, and which takes a skill, but it's no skill, because we're not gonna talk about that. Okay, so basically the small mob should be taken out by you, and the other stuff can be taken out by you just by the fact you're controlling your mobs and ordering them. So just focus, let your mobs focus on the mini boss, and you focus on the small mobs, which can be killed a lot more easy. But do not waste your time in anything else like the builder piglins. You cannot take them out alone. Then spawn zombies, get yourself a bit of zombies, and make your way to the chamber 7, where you're gonna fight a lot of mobs. Actually, to be honest, a lot. And lot means a lot. And make sure you always check around the bridge if the mobs are not actually just stuck there. So then you're gonna get to all of the mobs surrounding the piglin pit. By doing that, what's gonna happen is every single mob that spawns is gonna get instantly killed, or basically they're gonna just go through a lot of damage. Trust me, it's gonna work out really well. So once all of the waves have been completely spawned, or you think the few mobs can be taken out from here and it won't affect the actual fight around the pit, make sure you start making your mobs attack the builder piglin, which can help you out a ton, to be honest. By doing this constantly again and again, just spawn camp the mobs which spawn around the pit, and make your mobs focus on the builder piglin, I guess, which is gonna be a lot more better thing to do instead of just attacking alone with your bare sword. You're not powerful enough to do that. So just saying it. Okay, then you're gonna make your way to the chamber 7, but before you do that, get yourself some creepers. Yes, this time we need creepers, so you will have a good amount of army if it stayed alive. If it didn't, you're just gonna use the illagers or whatever the mobs are actually less than you see in this video. You know, you can just assume it. At floor, I mean, I almost say floor Minecraft Dungeons effects. Okay, whatever. So at chamber 8, you're gonna make your every single mob just attack that place, and make sure you you need to make sure that your mobs are focusing on the whole of the spore mobs a lot more than others. And when you have some kind of a strategy where you can just have some time in just getting rid of this entire pillage, like, you know, the piglin, you can just take them out. And the buildings here, there is a thing that in chamber 8 you need to take out the building, so it's gonna be just insanely annoying. So before you go for chamber 9, get rid of all of the buildings possible, because it's not worth fighting like this. It's gonna be so much annoying. So focus on the piglin pit mobs first of all, handle them first, and then focus on switch your focus on the builder piglin. You know, you have to kind of work in the multitasking, but using these mobs can just help you out a ton, to ask me. So then you're gonna spawn, of course, what did you thought? It's the one and only our elite warriors. You spawn them, you get your entire army ready, and now you're gonna spawn some more of the mobs. Guess what? It's plank golems. You can go for plank golems, or you could possibly go for more elite warriors. Elite warriors is a lot more better choice, trust me. Like, you won't regret it even for a second. So once you go there, if you're lucky enough, it will go on like a normal game. But if you're like unlucky like me, it will spawn like 50 mini bosses. So make sure you let all of the mobs get inside this place, then make all of the mobs focus attack on the Great Hog. You don't need to care about any other of the mobs. Just make sure that your mobs are 100%ly attacking the one and only the Great Hog. You can just take out the small hoglins and stuff a lot more easy. If you have enough prismarine, just make sure that you're at least alive. It's okay if all of those mobs are gonna die. Try your best to keep them alive by just getting rid of the smaller mobs and, you know, distracting the mini bosses on you. But you cannot do that, it's still fine. Just make sure as long as possible you are not dying. Once you do this, you're gonna spawn some more mobs. After, of course, you're gonna go through out of the mobs. So you're gonna get one of the spawners built, spawn the mobs, get them spawned, remove it, repeat the process again and again until you have enough brute strength. Yes, that is the basic plan of mine, which absolutely worked. Okay, trust the process. While you are here, make sure you have at least 10 minutes. If you don't have 10 minutes, then you are actually at the point where you need to start worrying a bit, because you might go through a point where you are 1 minute away and you're just gonna lose. Oh boy, I gone through that, but don't worry, it's not gonna happen to you now, because you're using my guide, of course. So once you do this, you will have like 75 mobs on your side, just zombies and illagers, or whatever you call it. Then do the same thing again, make all of those mobs completely focus on that, watch the show, help the mobs if possible. If you cannot, it's fine, or then just to die. Dying is the best option at this point. You remember the point where we left 2 spawners? They're gonna help you now. You're gonna spawn as much mobs as you can. Keep it there, because you don't know what happens next. Just keep those spawners there, but just spawn the mobs. Then make your way further and get mobs again, because dying is better option, as you can just get more resources, and more resources means more brute strength, and more brute strength means no skill, and no skill and still winning means pure skill. I don't know if that made sense, but I felt good by saying that. So then just make your all of the mobs focus on the Hoglin, the Great Hog, whatever. I just said Hoglin, but yes, if you do this really well, just like that, you just completed the entire Lost Legends without any big of a problem. No, it's fine. No need to thank me, because it took me like 9 to 10 tries and I'm still not triggered about so many tries. But yes, you just cleared it, and then you need to click R to collect it in the marketplace. So just like so, you just completed the entire thing. Now make sure you hit that subscribe button with notifications on, because I put a lot of efforts into this video. Share it with your friends so they can get a help into this thing too. And leave a comment. I'm always reading you guys' comment. So if you have any question, or comment down below, how did you clear the Crucible if it was a different way than mine. And check this video out, as if you made it till here, I really appreciate your time and you will enjoy that one. So this is me, Prahant, signing out of this one.